Good evening, here is the Fortune's Global News coming to you live on Fortune's Television Kaduna. I am Fatima Hassan Baba with the news, but first the headlines. Acting VC says Uni Abuja didn't grab land. Governor Yahaya appoints 29 new aides. Peace initiative launched in Kaduna. And on the international scene, Israel bombs Syria as more than 90 killed in Gaza in 24 hours. Details of these and more will come to you. Stay tuned. Professor La Patricia Manko, acting Vice-Chancellor of Yakubu Gowon University, former University of Abuja, has reacted to the allegation of land grabbing against the institution by the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike. In an interview with newsmen in Abuja, Manko said the 11,000 hectares of land is a legacy asset given to the institution by the federal government. While acknowledging Wike as FCT landlord, the VC said university land can never be too much and the institution has plethora of use for the property. The news agency of Nigeria recalls that at the inauguration of Access Road to Giri district in FCT on June 30, Wike alleged that the university grabbed 11 hectares of land. Gombe State Governor Muhammad Inuwa Yahaya has approved the appointment of a fresh batch of senior special assistant and special assistant in a renewed effort to deepen grassroots engagement. The secretary to the Gombe State government, Professor Ibrahim Abubakar Njodi, announced the appointments yesterday. He said the appointments were with immediate effect. In a press statement by the Director General of Press Affairs, Ismail Uba Misili, Njodi said the move is part of Governor Yahaya's broader strategy to strengthen public service delivery and expand governance presence across all sectors of the state. Stakeholders from Kaduna and Katsina State have launched a peace project aimed at promoting inclusive peace and addressing conflicts in the region. The Building Inclusive Peace project, funded by the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office and being implemented by Tetra Tech International Development in partnership with Gender Awareness Trust, will establish community-based peace structures in 6 local government areas. The project's goal is to enhance local capacity for peace building and conflict prevention with a focus on dialogue, equity, and empowerment of women, youth, and marginalized groups, as well as to provide a platform for stakeholders to work together to build peaceful communities. The Managing Director of Fortune's Radio and Television FRTV Kaduna, Alhaji Ibrahim Dusara, has reaffirmed the station's readiness to collaborate with One Division, Nigerian Army Kaduna, in its efforts to curb the menace of banditry and other security-related challenges. He made this known during a courtesy visit to the General Officer Commanding GOC 1 Division, Nigerian Army Headquarters Kaduna, Major General Landa David Saraso. The Managing Director also informed the GOC of 2 radio and television programs it is producing which are related to the military security efforts with a view to providing adequate information about the role of the military in dealing with the scourge of insecurity in the country. In his welcome address, the GOC Major General Landa David Saraso welcomed the management of FRTV and highlighted some of the achievements of his command, which include bringing back to normalcy the Kaduna to Birnungwari, Kaduna to Kachia, and Kaduna to Abuja highways, which are now accessible. He also commended the media for their efforts in reporting positively about the military's operation both in the state and the country. The National Agricultural Development Fund has signed a memorandum of understanding with major partners to establish a 50-hectare all-season demonstration farm at the Sabke Dam in Katsina State. The farm will feature 4 stable crops: maize, sorghum, cowpea, and soybeans, and will serve as a live demonstration site covering the entire agricultural value chain, from land preparation to seed selection, soil nutrition, crop management, harvesting, post-harvesting handling, and market across. The agreement lays out a cooperative framework for the farm's growth and was signed by the governor of Katsina State, legislators, the Sokoto-Rima River Basin Authority, and business sector parties like OCP Africa and the Infrastructure Bank. The executive secretary of the NADF, Mohammed Ibrahim, noted that the agreement is a concrete outcome of a strategic public-private partnership aimed at demonstrating the commercial availability of all-season agriculture using Sabke Dam's irrigation infrastructure. The West African Regional Bloc ECOWAS has begun the final move to put a standby force in place to combat insecurity in West Africa with the commencement of deliberations on the training policy to be adopted by the force. At the meeting in Abuja were security experts and technocrats from 12 ECOWAS member states. The ECOWAS standby force, which was activated to address the rising insecurity in the sub-region, is yet to be fully active, though it has already established a depot for deployment of soldiers for peace support operations. The regional force, which is expected to comprise 5,000 troops, is part of a broader regional security strategy to also curb terrorism and cross-border crimes. Dozens of senior officers in the Nigeria police force who are currently facing a disciplinary panel set up by the High Command of the force may be dismissed, while some may have their rank reduced. This will be in addition to the 34 officers earlier sacked from the force under the administration of the present Inspector General of Police Kaide Epetukun since he assumed office in 2023. Presently, no fewer than 151 senior police officers drawn from various commands and formations across the country are currently facing force disciplinary committee over alleged misconduct, breaches of professional conduct, and ethical violations by the personnel. And on the international scene, medical sources tell Al Jazeera that at least 93 Palestinians, including 30 people awaiting food aid, were killed in Gaza over the past 24 hours, and the death toll continues to rise amid ongoing Israel attacks. And in continuation of its atrocities in the region, at least 3 people were killed and dozens wounded as Israel carried out a wave of attacks on Syria, including bombing the defense ministry and areas near the presidential palace in the capital Damascus. Syria's foreign ministry has condemned the Israel bombing of Damascus and Sueda as an attempt to ignite tension and chaos in the country. Syrian authorities announced that a ceasefire had been reached in Sueda with Druze leaders. And in sports, despite the worrying performance of the Super Falcons at the 2024 WAFCON, some Nigerian coaches believe the Justin Madugu-led team are playing in the best way they can to win a 10th continental title for the country. The Super Falcons booked their place in the last 8 of the tournament with a game to spare, but their performance in those games has triggered fans' skepticism about their chances of winning a 10th WAFCON title. After a 3-0 win over Tunisia in their first game, the team became less convincing in their second game, a scraping 1-0 win over Botswana, thanks to a late goal by Chiwendu Ihezu, before playing out a frustrating goalless draw against Algeria in the last game. To end the news, a recap of the major headlines. Acting VC says Uni Abuja didn't grab land. Governor Yahaya appoints 29 new aides. Peace initiative launched in Kaduna. And on the international scene, Israel bombs Syria as more than 90 killed in Gaza in 24 hours. And that ends the news for the hour. On behalf of the news editor Musa Alhaji Muhammad, I am Fatima Hassan Baba, thanking you for investing your time.